Hello everybody, my name is Jennifer Maker. It's a beautiful day to show you how to make a Christmas shadow box filled with jingle bells on the Great Maker Show and Tell. I love to make and decorate shadow boxes, and I know many of you do as well. Last year, I taught you how to make a custom shadow box, like my puppy one over here, using just layers of paper. So this year, let's make a fun holiday-themed shadow box filled with jingle bells. This is the Jingle All the Way shadow box, and it makes for some fun holiday decor as well as a gift, and it's really simple to make. For this project, you start with a white 8 by 10 inch shadow box, just like this one. And then you're going to decorate the front with some permanent adhesive vinyl. I'm using black shimmer vinyl for a fun and festive look. Then we take 2 sheets of red and silver cardstock to make the sleigh that you see inside the shadow box. And glue dots are helpful for attaching the sleigh to the silver cardstock smoothly. Now we just need to fill our shadow box with some Christmas magic, which is just white crystal glitter and jingle bells. And that's it. Now you just need the pattern. So let me show you where to get my free shadow box design and then how to put it all together. Step 1, get the design. Download the free Christmas shadow box design from my blog at jennifermaker.com/257. Just go to the red bar at the top of my blog and look for libraries, then either click Get a Password if you don't yet have one, or click Enter the Library. You can find the pattern by searching the page for Design 257 and then click it to download an SVG cut file for cutting with a Cricut or another cutting machine, as well as a printable PDF for cutting by hand. Step 2. Cut the Christmas shadow box. Let me show you how to cut the shadow box design on a Cricut. First, upload the SVG cut file that you downloaded in Step 1 to Cricut Design Space. If you're unsure how to unzip and upload SVG files, please watch my SVGs Made Simple training series at jennifermaker.com/svgs. Once you have uploaded the designs into Cricut Design Space, check the sizing. First, measure the width and height of your shadow box frame and adjust the size of the design if needed. You can resize with the Resize icon in the lower right corner of your design in Design Space, or you can just select that design and type a new size into the height and width boxes at the top of the screen. You do not need to ungroup the design. Just click the Make It button to proceed with cutting it. Now, Cricut Design Space auto-magically separates your design into 3 mats. 1 mat for the black letters that spells out Jingle All the Way, 1 mat for the frame and the sleigh, and 1 mat for the background panel. Click Continue and choose your materials. I am using premium shimmer vinyl as the setting for the black mat and the sparkle paper setting for the red mat and green mat, but you should select the settings that match your materials. Place your vinyl face up, that would be pretty side up or backing side down, on a green standard grip cutting mat. You do not need to mirror adhesive vinyl, and then press the flashing button to begin cutting. After your vinyl is cut out, weed it by removing all of the excess vinyl that you do not want transferred to your shadow box. Now place a piece of Cricut Strong Grip transfer tape on your weeded design and burnish it down with your scraper tool. The Strong Grip transfer tape is only used for things like this shimmer vinyl or glitter vinyl. If you're using regular vinyl, you'll want to use standard grip transfer tape instead. Step 3. Assemble your Christmas shadow box. I recommend you carefully separate all the parts of your shadow box, including the glass, before you get started. It'll be much easier to work with everything this way. Let's start by putting the vinyl on the shadow box's glass. Before you apply your vinyl on the glass, wipe it down with alcohol to remove any dust or adhesive that may be left on it. This will help your vinyl adhere better to the glass. I recommend you use a ruler when placing vinyl on a project. A ruler helps you center the design properly. Now remove the backing from your vinyl that you've already put onto your transfer tape and carefully position your vinyl on the front of your shadow box. You can put it right in the center, but I think it looks better if you put your letters higher up on the glass, as they will stand out more from the items that you put inside your shadow box. Once you have your vinyl in position, press the vinyl down, smoothing from the center outward to minimize bubbles and wrinkles. After you have placed your design on the glass, burnish it again with your scraper so it adheres really well. Then lift off the transfer tape while making sure everything is attached properly to your glass. If you have issues and things start sticking, which is not typically an issue with glass, you can just use the tip of your weeding tool to keep it in place as you pull off the transfer tape. Now it's time to put together the background base and the sleigh. Apply glue dots to the back of the sleigh and center the sleigh on the 8 by 10 inch base background that you cut earlier. I recommend that you use glue dots or double-sided tape for this project because it will keep your base layer nice and smooth without the warping that can sometimes come from using too much glue. Once the sleigh is on your base background, glue your background to the flat panel of your shadow box. I also recommend you tape the base background to the insert of your shadow box to keep everything inside secure. You don't want leaks. It's possible your shadow box is made a little different than mine, and if so, just secure your base as best you can. Your goal is to make a little tray that can hold your all the things that you're going to put into your shadow box, right? Now pour your pour your Christmas magic into that tray that you've created, right? So in my case, that's white glitter and jingle bells. You get to decide how much you want to use in both cases. There are no rules here. Now attach your frame to the outside of the front of your shadow box using double-sided tape. Press firmly to adhere it well. This is what it's going to look like. Now note that it's not going to cover your entire shadow box front. It covers just a part of it. And if your shadow box is the same size as this one is, you'll note that it is even just a little bit bigger. So center your frame on the front of your shadow box. And this will give you a little bit hanging off the bottom, which is totally fine and will work well, in fact, to help you display your box later. Now put your glass back into your frame with the vinyl facing outward, being careful not to smudge your glass. And then very carefully, so as not to spill any of your Christmas magic, put the frame and the insert together. Doing it like this will minimize mess. Then put the back of your shadow box on and close it firmly. Step 4, show it off. The Christmas shadow box turned out super cute, don't you think? It would make a great holiday decoration for your home, or you can give it as a gift. And remember, you can personalize it with a name or a year too. Isn't this shadow box just so much fun? It might be hard to resist picking it up and then jingling it. every now and then. And even if you just can't help yourself, you might want to seal the back with a sheet of cardstock or a bead of hot glue around the edges to prevent some of that Christmas magic from escaping. Now, if you've got any questions about how to cut vinyl and apply it to the glass front of a shadow box, I want to help you. Leave your question below this video or ask over in my Cricut group at jennifermaker.com/CricutCrafters, where you'll find lots of other Cricut enthusiasts who are happy to help. And if you need a Cricut cutting machine, I give one away every month. You can enter for the chance to win your own Cricut cutting machine at jennifermaker.com/Cricut giveaway. And that is it for today. Tomorrow, I'll be back to show you how to engrave acrylic ornaments at home with a Cricut maker. And yep, I think that's everything. Remember, I am always interested in learning about your project ideas. I want to know what you want to make. So if you can tell me what you want to make, I can show you how to make it. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.